Hello, my name's RetroJules and welcome to World of Tanks on the Xbox One. This is my M41 Walker Bulldog, Tier 7 light tank, a scouting tank, and I'm not going to bore you with all the stats, but what you need to know about this tank is it's quick, it's agile, it turns very quickly, it's got a nice high penetration rapid fire gun, and it can do a lot of damage, and it flanks very well. So as with any light scouting tank, you want to play the first part of the game purely going out and spotting the enemy for your team, and then the second part of the game is survive, stay alive, and help your guys to flank and take out tanks that aren't engaging you. So here's a couple of maps and a bit of gameplay for you to see how effective the Bulldog is. It's a beautiful day in Lakeville. I'm in my M41 Walker Bulldog and I'm going to show you how effective it is, and you don't have to do a lot apart from stay alive. Now bearing in mind this is a tier 9 game, so we're already out tiered by 2 tiers. So as you should with a light tank, the first half of the game you're a scout, and if you go straight up the middle road by the lake, there's a really good scouting position. I've got binoculars and a camo net, so as long as I get there undetected, I should be able to light up the enemy without being detected myself. But I do make a mistake, and you will see. So I lit up the 2 light tanks, lighting them up, highlighting them for my team, and artillery appeared, and I couldn't resist but to take some shots, and now the enemy know I'm there, and I really shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't resist. It's artillery, and we all hate artillery. So there's a shot coming in, I've been spotted, there's another shot coming in. I'm in a bit of trouble now because it's not a huge rock. And in an ideal world I shouldn't have taken that shot on the artillery, but I took him out. Another shot missed. Another shot missed. Shot in the back. See, they know I'm there. And that's why in the first half of the game as a light scout tank, that's all you should do is scout. Because then the second half of the game, you can do the flanking. So I know there's 2 light tanks in the city, so I'm not going to go that way. There's nothing much going on in the valley. We've got a couple of tanks up on the brow of the hill, and they've just highlighted a tank destroyer and a medium or heavy, I can't tell from here. So I'm just going to go along around the back. You never know, might be able to take out some artillery and also help these 2 guys take out the 2 tanks. Now it's a capture the base game, so most people are interested in going over to where the cap is. But when you're playing a scout tank like this, you can cover a lot of the map very quickly, so we'll have no problem getting there if we need to. So this tank destroyer and a tiger are being engaged by our team. Oh, artillery. Can't resist artillery. Couple of shots in. The tiger hasn't realised I'm there, which is probably just as well. And one more shot. Another artillery. Lovely. Well, tiger's interested in our team, not interested in me. Probably doesn't realise I'm there. Yeah, he does now, and I just need to get out of that gun, stay out the way. Phew, it's taken him out. There we go. Yes, you can't shoot through buildings. My reticle was white, I knew that, I still took the shot. Not keeping an eye on my map, the Yag Tiger around the corner, he could have really finished me off. I was lucky there not to explode into a ball of burning metal. So these 2 are trying to take him out, tease him. All we need him to do is take a shot. There it is, and he missed, so I'm in the clear now because he's got a long reload to get round and penetrate. That wasn't going to go in because it was yellow, but these are. Now I've had my ammo rack taken out So my load time's gone from about 2.5 to 3 seconds to 6, which is a little bit annoying, but I used my toolkit at the beginning of the game to repair my tracks to get out of trouble when I took out that first artillery. Again, which I shouldn't have done. And I wouldn't have had to use my repair kit. But there we go. So we're annihilating the enemy. It does make you wonder how teams can be so rubbish sometimes. We got a couple of kills. 9 spots, 12 hits, 2 critical hits and 2 assisted. So it's not a mind-blowing game by any means. But the trick is, with the light tanks, is to stay alive. Because you will get more XP if you win, and you will get more XP if you stay alive. So we're just flanking now. This tank's not going to be interested in me at all, so we're just helping my team out, helping to nibble him down. And he got ammo racked. Beautiful. Game over. So how do we do? For not doing a terrible lot, really. 4,600 XP with a ×2 multiplier, 36 grand in the bank, and top dog in a tier 9 game. So not bad at all. Stay alive and stay out there for your team. So it's a balmy day, 39 degrees, in the desert somewhere, on airfield. And here we are in the M41 Walker Bulldog. And just to show you another effective piece of gameplay, it's a tier 8 game, so we're quite nicely tiered. We're only a tier down. So as ever, in a light scouting tank, the first half of your game, or the first part of your game, is to do the scouting. Light up the enemy, and return intact in one piece. Common mistake in light tanks is to dash forward across the map, light everybody up and die spectacularly. You don't get a lot of points for it, you don't get a lot of XP for it, your team won't have reached that point by then, so by the time you've disintegrated, all the enemy will have disappeared, and you're no use to your team any longer. So this is a really good spotting point. We need to be very careful. The moment we're spotted, we back up. Now this doesn't get off to a great start, because this little light tank comes ripping over with his machine gun, rams me. I'm on just over half health. I got a shot in, and my team helped me out. A little tick there just to say cheers guys, because that wasn't a cracking start at all. So I'm going to stay on the top here for as long as I can, just to try and get as many spots as I can and highlight the enemy for my team. T150 at the back, took an auto aim shot, shouldn't have bothered, wasn't going to penetrate the front of him. And that's the thing with these light tanks, you really don't want to be taking other tanks on face to face. If you're going to take them on when they're engaging the enemy, flank them, shoot them in the engine. Now we've got a nice KV rolling up the hill here, so I thought, well, if you're going up here mate, so am I. I'll spot, you shoot, what can go wrong? KV4, practically bulletproof. So we're just being very careful up here, just being very aware of the map and the surroundings. And the moment we get spotted, we'll back up and get our way. Got a tank destroyer over to the right, so I just need to be wary of him, because the chances are he'll catch me side on and completely destroy me. Because as with all American tanks, they have no side armour whatsoever. Take out the VK with an auto aim. Have a look at the T150 and he's over there hidden behind a rock. Spotted, back up, and miss. Good. Now, it's a T34 rolling up, and he is intent on taking out the KV. I'm just putting shots in, he's aiming at the KV, he's not interested in me. This is a T34, this is a premium tank, you have to pay for this tank. And I have no idea what he was trying to achieve, what he was thinking. He didn't even scratch the KV. So he's gone. What a wasted premium tank. So again, I'm just going to stay at the top here. I know the T150 is over in that corner behind a rock. There's a tank down on the corner here, a medium. So just going to help my guys with him. Popping an engine shot. So again, it's just best to take on tanks that aren't focusing on you, because you're not going to come out on top. So I know I'm in the clear now looking at the map, so I head up into their little village, and being an idiot, went straight into the cap. So the air raid siren is going off, and they know there's a tank in their base. Shouldn't have done that, should have gone around it, just wasn't really aware of where the lines were. So I'm sort of artillery hunting at this stage, seeing if I can take... and there he is, out in the open, lovely. One auto aim, one planned shot, not quite enough to take him out, and somebody else gets the kill. Oh well. A little bit of a surprise on the top of this hill. Again, this is being aware of your map. I'm focusing on that medium, and there's a Carnarvon at the top. Auto aim, get a shot in. All I'm going to do is auto aim and put shots in him, and then I'm going to run, because he's quite an iron hard tank. It's quite a rapid fire, so I'm just going to zigzag, go around the rock, just trying to put any obstacles in the way and just keep moving. And he just misses. Slow down here, because if you go over this point too quickly you'll damage your tank. Looks quite impressive when you take air on a tank, but doesn't do it a lot of good. Now I know the T150 is still in that corner somewhere behind a rock, because he hasn't been taken out, so I'm heading that way, because my team are heading that way, to see if I can flank and help. There he is behind the rock still, and he's taken out. But I was there if they needed me. So round the back of the cap, we know the Carnarvon's there. There's a medium out right out in the airfield as well. And there we go. He's not interested in me, he's interested in the tank that's in front of him. So we can just put some side shots, and you can see that they're just nibble shots, because he is heavily armoured. I'm not going to get one in his turret. There we go. So help that guy take out the Carnarvon that nearly took out me at the beginning. One medium to go. So, you know, we've spotted 5, 14 direct hits, 3 assisted, 2 tank kills, 2 critical hits, and 1 hit for tracking a tank. How did we do? $4,700 with the first win of the day, 38 grand in the bank. And how did we do overall? Second place in a tier 8 game. Walker Bulldog, great tank.